Okay, it has been a while. Go test. Okay, what's up, Thomas? How's it going? Let me put some sub Discord. Oh, hang on a second. Wait a second. I need a second. I forgot that I am on Wi-Fi, not on LAN. One sec. Okay, test. I always forgot I need to do that. Oh, hello. Let me go here. Icky. Well, alrighty. Hey, how's everyone doing? Whoa, chat's kind of popping off. Whoa, thank you, everybody. Thanks so much. Okay, everything sounds okay. Everything looks okay. You want the intro? Yeah, sure. That sounds fair to me. A little celebratory intro. Where's Microsoft Paint? You know, it's a sad day when I no longer have Paint pinned to my desktop or dashboard, whatever. Paint. Okay, cool. Ready? Here it comes. Real YouTube. Oh, that's a great start. YouTube is have 1 million subscribers, but they still are not good at drawing. Holy cow. Okay, it's not entirely my fault. This is my mouse. You see this? Oh, I'm clicking buttons. That's probably gonna end the stream. It's a vertical mouse because I was having some like wrist pain, so I switched to this vertical mouse, which is ergonomic. And on the whole, I'm not that much slower with it, but when it comes to precision tasks, I am significantly worse. Like significantly worse. Exclamation point, just Discord to join the Discord, but you do need to be a member or subbed on Twitch. You can sub on Twitch for free with Twitch Prime, or you can join here. It all supports the channel, and I just paid taxes, so I have a lot less dollars than I thought I did, but nothing to worry about. But if you want to support the channel, of course, it's always appreciated. I do want to let you know, so I don't really have an explicit plan for this. I thought we could just hang out, chat, I could answer some questions, but I will tell you, oh yeah, Pat, if you want, I can send you, there's also an ergonomic keyboard. I'm not ready for that yet. I just got a new keyboard, but it's not ergonomic, but it's like one of the ones, like your hands sit like this. It's like a little bowl. I think eventually I'll try that. But yeah, the mouse is pretty nice. Like like, again, precision isn't really there yet, but in terms of like, yeah, it's like, it's a little weird at first, but other than that, I feel pretty much same speed. I'm probably at like 95% efficiency, or maybe 90%, but yeah, like most of the time, it doesn't really affect me. Anyway, what I wanted to say is that I'm not going to tell you anything explicitly, but I thought I could talk about kind of loose future plans of the channel because, did you use TurboTax? No. My taxes are ridiculously complicated. I have an accountant to help me, and even then it is very, very complicated, and then the taxes are expensive, so overall just not a pleasant experience, though I'd rather pay my taxes than go to jail, so I guess in that sense it is quite pleasant. Someone says audio. Is there any issue with the audio? $1 million sub special. So I don't have an yes and no. So maybe that's the first future plan that we'll talk about. So next week, Wit and I, my primary editor slash producer, are going to New York City. And I'm not going to tell you why we're going to New York City, but what I will tell you is that the video that we are going to film there, I think number one will surpass the gym video. And also, it's whenever I tell anybody, which I'm being pretty scarce with what I tell, who I tell about this, but whenever I tell anybody about the video, they go, how is that even possible? Like, how are you even making that happen? So I consider it kind of a soft 1 million subscriber special, not a hard one. So it's not explicitly a 1 million subscriber special, but it's the next big project. And I think it could be game changing. I think that this could be really game changing. It's not the elite. It's not an Elite 4. It's not another gym video. Though I do. So for a while, people have been asking me about the next gym video, right? Like, are you gonna do more? Are you gonna do more? And I was always like, I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think that I found a way to make more gym videos like that, keep it interesting. Because what I didn't want to do is just like do the same concept again and not make anything new or interesting. Because like, yeah, people love it, but like, I don't know. For me, it's really important to not get complacent. And so I was like, how do I kind of take the magic of this, but still keep it interesting? How long will editing take? That's a question for Wit. If we script everything in advance, what do you think, Wit? Like 2 weeks? But I don't know. That's not, I'm not the one to answer that. I don't edit anything. He's gonna terrestrialize in real life. We could try. Could we do that, Wit? Wait, could we do that? I don't think we could do that. We could cover me in like glitter. I don't think we could terrestrialize in real life. But hey, just for you, we'll look into that one. Can you do a gym in California? We'll do something in California at some point for sure. I need to figure out locations that will work for future stuff. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give stuff away. Someone says make a Patreon. So actually, this is interesting. Do you all mind this, by the way? Do you mind if we just like hang out and talk? It's not going to be super produced or anything, but I just wanted to kind of spend some time with y'all. Yeah, to celebrate. Anyway, I never wanted to make a Patreon because in order to make a Patreon, I would not feel good making a Patreon just to collect money. I would want to do something, add an additional, I want to add some additional value, and I don't really have time right now, but I had kind of 2 ideas for Patreon content. I don't really have the bandwidth right now to be adding it, but like the first was to take Pokemon perspectives and make it available on Patreon for anyone who is unaware. That's the high level competitive Pokemon podcast that Aaron Trailer and I do. Yeah, like that was one idea I had, like, because like those take a lot of effort and frankly don't make any money. And so, but I know that like to the people who like them, they have a lot of value. So I thought like that was one option for that. And then the other one was potentially like tournament prep, right? Like there was a point where we considered like I've been using voice memos a lot in general. Thank you so much for the $10 dono, Zach. I really appreciate that. And thank you for the kind words. Potentially after a tournament, basically sharing these voice memos publicly about kind of showing kind of an insight into our team building process. The thing is that would take a lot of work for me because I would have to somehow get Darkness, thank you for joining the channel. Really appreciate that. ROA, thank you for the 4 months. Lucas Anderson, thanks for the $2 donut. What type combo are you? I don't know. It changes depending on my mood. Thank you for the $5, Bubs. Really appreciate that. Basically the issue with showing kind of some of the behind the scenes stuff is that number one, I swear off camera. I don't think this is a surprise to anybody, but I you know, it's really important to me to keep my stuff family friendly because I know that there are parents with kids and just younger children who watch. So I don't swear on camera. It's not hard for me, but off camera I do swear, so we'd have to figure out that. And then also it would just take a lot of work for me to get all the memos to somebody to then edit, like, or then to like just even just put on the Patreon and get in the right form. Yeah. Speedy, thank you for the $2. Not going to start an OnlyFans. I don't think there's a demand for that, and also I'm not interested in making that kind of content. Moody, thanks for joining the channel. Bombco, thank you so much for joining the channel. Everyone who's joining, make sure you join the sub Discord. It's a really great resource if you're interested in joining a community of people who are really passionate about Pokemon, or you just want, you know, a place to meet friends online. I really pride myself. Maybe that's the wrong way of saying it. I'm really proud of the fact that I have a very inclusive community. We don't tolerate like any kind of bigotry in there. The reason I rephrase this is because truthfully, a lot of the work that has gone into making the community such a good welcoming environment is the work of the moderators. So it's not really fair for me to take too much credit for that because they're really the ones doing the legwork. But yeah. Real Rice President, great name. Thank you for the €5. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not interested in doing OnlyFans. Thank you all. I'm honestly surprised about you just got 1 million since competitive in Latin America is way more popular for some reason. Yeah, we can something that I'm interested in like passively. The trophies on top. This is a trophy case, but okay, hang on. I'm interested in. Thank you very much, Scraw, for the 6 months. I'm interested in potentially adding Spanish subtitles to my videos. Okay, I'm gonna show you the trophy. Might be out of focus. Oh, great, now I'm too low. Whatever. Do you have any tips for someone new to competitive Pokemon? Check out VGCguide.com. We spent a year, my friends and I, Aaron Zang, Aaron Trailer, Marisa, and myself spent a year putting together a fully comprehensive website that teaches you everything you need to know about VGC that is timeless. Trey, how's it going, dog? Hope you're doing well. I missed a dono. Who is this? Le Mort Debut. Happy birthday. Run and bun Nuzlocke when? I am probably not gonna do another Nuzlocke until actually this isn't true. I'm talking about doing a Soul Link, but Platinum Kaizo is when I'm coming out of retirement. I think I really like the specific skill set that's used in Emerald Kaizo. I don't think I really enjoyed Nuzlocking it like in general. Alex, thank you so much for the 6 months, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Sniper Stern, thank you so much for the $20 donor. That's super generous. Thank you. The plaque is not in the mail yet. It takes a few days for them to even like contact you, but yeah. Opinion of a champ casually and competitively. Casually, great fucking mon. Oh, I swore. Shoot. Great mon. Really fun. Just a classic. Competitively, I always try to make it work, but it has some issues. And there's a lot of good fighting types, especially like Conkeldurr, Hitmontop, Scrafty. There's a bunch of good ones right now. Wait, there's like a ton of fighting types right now. Aren't there? Wait, who's the really good fighting type right now? Oh, Iron Hands. I was like, there's one really good one. How are the salmon bagels? I haven't had one in a little bit. I actually, so I drove with my former roommate to a wedding. I got back actually a couple hours ago. Andrew, thanks so much for joining the channel. I really appreciate that. And he lives right by the cafe. Like we live so pretty close to each other. Like a 10-minute walk, but he was like, I like totally blanked. I like didn't have lunch or really breakfast when we drove down. Oh yeah, Great Tusk is also a good fighting type. And I didn't even think to ask him to bring me a bagel. I should have had him pick me one up, and I felt super dumb because then I was starving. Yeah. Have you thought about Crystal Kaizo? Not interested. Opinion on Guillotine? Stupid move. Dissolute Void, thank you so much for the $10 donut. I really appreciate that. Chris, thanks for the $1 donut. Crims, thank you so much for joining the channel. Hey, I really appreciate all the support, everybody. Thank you so much. How are you even keeping up with chat? I don't read everything, but I'm doing my best. I'm not like doing gameplay or anything. I'm pretty much just talking or watching chat. Someone says, do you play Unite anymore? I haven't played in a long time, pretty much since the new map. I really enjoy watching competitive Unite content, actually. So I'm looking forward to, I've been a little busy, but I'm looking forward to going back and watching. I think there were some tournaments recently, so I'm looking forward to watching that. Unite has, I think, very underrated commentators. It's very easy as someone who like has played the game casually to follow what's going on, even if you don't actively play anymore. I think that's something that's pretty underrated, and actually speaks a lot to the promise of Unite as a future competitive game. Thank you for the one thing. Congratulations. Hair tips. Here's what I do with my hair. When it gets long, I cut it. Number one. When it gets annoying, I cut it. It's a little long now. It's getting close to the point. And then what I do is I shower and my hair is all wet and I come out of the shower and I run a brush through my hair and I slick it back. And then I take some wet hair product, like hair product I suppose you put in your hair when it's wet. I learned this by experience. And I just push it back off my face. And then however it dries, is how it dries. And that's what I look like. And if I go to bed with wet hair, then it just looks dumb in the morning, which is why at tournaments, day 2, I will almost always have stupid hair. So I'm probably not the best person to ask about hair tips. Glow, thank you for joining the channel. Matthew, thank you for joining the channel. Really appreciate it. Do you have merch? Not at the moment. Have you thought about your NAIC team yet? No, not at all. When will Pokemon in the Olympics? Probably never. What's the best Pokemon in VGC Gen 9? It depends on the format. Right now, it's looking like Fluttermane is the highest usage. It's really hard to talk about best. Defu, thank you for joining the channel for 6 months. What's your opinion on Pokken? I never played it. I never watched it, so I don't really have an opinion. I know that people enjoy it. I don't play traditional fighting games. I barely play Melee. Who's better in Regulation C, Espeon or Umbreon? Probably Umbreon. Umbreon's just typically a better Pokemon. Umbreon at times is good. Espeon is rarely good. Yeah. Trying to build a team around Caesar, how would you suggest I do that? I would recommend Terrifier, Protect, Bullet Punch, U-Turn +1, and then either Clear Amulet, probably Clear Amulet. Those safety goggles is okay as well, and then also Assault Vest is okay as well. Like, you basically just want to use it as like an anti-Fluttermane mon. Yeah. How do you feel about hitting 1 million on Sunday? I don't care what day of the week I hit it. I'm glad I hit 1 million. Thanks very much, Scorpion. Appreciate it. Best Pokemon Unite? I have no idea. I haven't played Unite in a very long time. Do you think trophies could be used ever? If you asked me any other time, I would have said no, but at one point trophy like stream. I'm plugged in. Sorry, I think there was just a blip. How many points do you still need for Worlds? Oh wait, we got 10 gifties. Holy cow. Holy, who did this? Fendi, thank you so much for the 10 gifties. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Super generous. Greetings from VT Acapella. Hey, shout out to VT Acapella. I was at a VT Acapella wedding, technically today. Do you do coaching? Not anymore. I don't have time. I would like to do group coaching, like classes. That's something I'm interested in, but I don't have time for individual coaching anymore. What was I saying? Bobby, thanks so much for joining the channel. I was saying something. Before coaching, I don't remember. When making content, what makes you keep going when you're in a rut or creatively bankrupt? For me, I enjoy doing videos because I feel like it's the same reason that I like playing Pokemon competitively, which is that I feel like I can always get better. And like that to me is motivating. So the ruts are obviously really hard, but they're also like when you get out of them, it's very rewarding. Because oh, world points, that's right, yeah. Yeah, like it's basically like hitting a plateau is like a moment of challenge, right? Where it's like, hey, what you're doing isn't working and you need to adapt and evolve. And like, yeah, it really sucks, but I've gotten out of everyone I've been in, though some have lasted longer than others. And yeah, I think it's just like you have to consider that like to be a part of the process. So for Worlds, I've already qualified for Worlds. I qualified a while ago. Holy cow, Pablo Leon with the 10 gifties. Thank you so much. That is super generous. No battles today now. But I'm going for Worlds Day 2, and because I couldn't attend, my average performance is ridiculous this season. I've attended 6 events, and my worst performance is top 16 out of several hundred every time. So like I've got like 3 top 16, wait, maybe 4. It's first top 8, 4 top 16s, I think. It's more top 16s than I wanted, actually. Oh well. But the thing is that I couldn't attend either international, which gives just an absurd amount more points. So like yeah, I was in 5th going into EUIC, but I couldn't attend because I had this wedding, and I couldn't attend OCIC when I was like 2nd or 1st going in, and both times I was knocked out of the top 8, and I hit my cap on regionals. So basically, long story short, it's gonna come down to NIC for me, and US Nationals for me this year if I can make Worlds Day 2, but I'll be going regardless. I've already qualified for Worlds Day 1, so yeah. I love Mystery Dungeon. Great games. Is Slytherin good in this format? I think it might be a little undervalued, but it definitely has some pretty major weaknesses. But a huge fan of the channel for a while, and so exciting to have seen you grow so much. Congrats on 1 million. Out of curiosity, what do you think is the most underrated Pokemon in the format? It's always changing. It's always changing, right? Like, I mean, at Charlotte, I basically built a team of Pokemon that I thought was underrated, and took it from there. But yeah, like right now, I'm not like actively building right now, so I can't really say. And even if I was actively building, if I found something that I thought was super underrated, I also wouldn't say. Yeah, I think Orthworm is underrated. Kutesh did really well with it this weekend. Yeah. Sam, thanks for joining the channel. Really appreciate that. The lighting's not that bad. I mean, if you want, I could turn on my gamer lights. What do they look like? Here's my gamer lights. Is that better? Yeah, but it hurts my eyes probably. So, not interested in that. You're not here to look at me, are you? I'm slouching. I'm big slouched. Thanks so much, Lud. I really appreciate it. Also, I didn't want to. I considered putting it in the actual like thank you, Lud, but I wanted to say like, I don't know. So I've been watching Lud since before. I think before he was even streaming. And like for me, it wasn't like a shocking revelation, but it was really cool to see that like Lud obviously experienced some pretty crazy growth in the last couple of years, and it's like really nice to see that you can like experience crazy growth and like really blow up and still like keep yourself, if that makes sense. Like I don't know, like still keep your integrity, keep what you value. I don't know, it's been really cool to see. And I feel like as somebody who like is trying to grow, it's like a really nice reminder that like you can have success in, you know, I don't know what other people's perception is, but mine is definitely that like the bigger you get, the harder it is to remain like, you know, true to yourself. And so I don't know, it's just like I just want to say I really appreciate kind of the example you're leading with, Lud. I think you do a great job of being like a really like forerunning person in the space. Serena Queenly Majesty is a good ability for sure. I don't know, I'm not really Serena pilled right now. What do you think about Spore Technician Breloom competitively? I think its speed stat is really low, so like it definitely has some stuff going for it, but I'm not, and there's a lot of priority as well, which really messes us up. So yeah, I'm not super on board with it. Will you continue Pokemon Perspectives? Yeah, we've had like an episode in the works for a couple of months, but like the thing is that like we don't make any money on it at all. And our editor like is doing other stuff. So yeah, I appreciate it a lot. I really appreciate it. Yeah. But we want to do more. That's one of the reasons I haven't really talked to Trailer about it yet, but I'm interested in doing a Patreon with it just because like I don't know. I get the sense that people really like it. Like, and there's not enough people who really like it that we could do like that we can, you know, make it financially worth it for like posting on YouTube. But with Patreon you need much less people for that. Lenny says you are self-absorbed. Yes, super self-absorbed. Kevin, thanks so much for the $20 donor. Really appreciate that. That's super generous. Pokemon chess looks super cool. I was bummed I couldn't be in Little Z's event. It's a really cool concept. Can you finish Radical Red? No. Are you going to Portland? I'm not. I've already hit my regional cap, and I've been traveling too much. I burnt out. Have you ever thought about doing another video similar to Jaden Animation's video, but with like another content creator or a fan? Yeah, I really would like to figure out some. So, let's tell a story. We're just chilling, right? So, here's what happened. Go West, thank you for the dono. How do I build a team around Ampharos? Go with check out VGCguide.com. I wrote 50,000 words about team building, so that can give you better direction than I can give you here. Yeah, Pedro's the best. Love Pedro. Here's what happened to me, okay? November comes around. Let's say like early November, late October. I was like, Scarlet and Violet's coming out. I am ramping up. So things start really, really ramping up. Games release. I start working 16 hours a day for a month and a half from like mid-November to the end of December. I go, I can't do this anymore. I'm really burnt out. And I'm like, great. Well, now it's January. I can take a little break, right? But then I move in early January. So I have to like do a lot of stuff to like move all of my stuff into a new apartment, right? And then like real life tournaments come back, like regionals and stuff. And so all of a sudden, like, yeah, I'm not working as many hours, but I'm gone every single weekend. And if I'm gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that only leaves me 4 work days to do work, whereas before I was working 7 days a week. Peter, thanks for joining. Yeah, I'll talk about real life gym stuff later, if that's all right. So now I'm gone 7 out of 8 consecutive weekends. I'm gone every weekend. Some of them I'm gone for 3 days, some of them I'm gone for 4 days. And like and it's like I don't like traveling. I'm having back pain. Like I'm building a new team. Also on top of this, I have to build teams and like actually get the teams in game, which like isn't the shortest activity. It takes me about a day to get a full team in game. And that's not even considering like I have about 14 shiny Fluttermanes because I wanted a low attack IV1. Yeah, like that's like assuming I don't want anything stylish like marks or shinies or whatever. Anyway, I'm like super busy, traveling 7 out of 8 consecutive weekends. The one weekend I'm throwing a housewarming party, so it's like not especially like restful. At the end of February, I'm like, I'm done. I have a couple weeks off, and I go into my room, and I'm like, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not leaving my room. I'm gonna lie in bed and do nothing, literally nothing. And I did for like 3 weeks. I entered big chilling mode. I did nothing. And then at the end of that, I said, okay, Doug, enough messing around. So Doug and I sat down and I said, okay, I have never had like a macro strategy on YouTube. I've done a lot of work on YouTube. I've like innovated a lot. I've really improved my processes, like, but it's all been kind of micro stuff. I've never had like a long-term strategy. Like, where do I want to go in a year or in many years, right? So we sat down and actually like banged that out, made that. And so now we actually have like a vision and a goal that we're working towards. I don't remember why I was telling the story. I was building up to that because it connected to something that somebody said, but I forgot. Anyway, that's it. What was I even talking about? Who knows? Was it important? Probably not. Probably. I forgot. I'm sorry. Maybe someone will remember. It's always awesome to see people who've been watching for a while. Yeah, thanks to everyone who's been around for a while. Would you be willing to try triples out again? Triples only exist in Gen 5, right? So like I'm really interested. Will you ever make your own Pokemon-esque monster battling game? If the opportunity presented itself, it would for sure, but it's like hard to, I don't know, like I actually was involved in a project that was doing it that didn't pan out, unfortunately. But um oh, it was about the Jaden video. Good memory. Yeah. So basically, you got two dots in your head just like my dad. Yeah, that's my little birthmark. Most people don't even notice that. I've got a little, like, yeah, 2 dot birthmark there. It was my channel banner for a while. I had like the 2 dots and somebody drew a little smiley face. Maybe that was Scarlet. It feels like something Scarlet would do. One of the things that I'm really reconsidering and thinking about is that how do I do collabs better? Like, I like really like a lot of the YouTubers who I've met, but I don't really know. Like, for example, a good example is PM7 John. Amazing guy. I talked to John for like probably on average half an hour to an hour a day. Yeah, and y'all probably don't know that because I don't know how to get John into my content, because like I've been doing video essay stuff, I've been doing VGC stuff. Like, I don't feel like me teaching people competitive Pokemon is the best way to, I think it's a good way to integrate people into my content, but it's a lot to ask from them, right? It's a big effort. Like, it takes a lot of their time. Like, I just don't feel like that is the best and most efficient way and the only way that I can integrate people. So I'm just like, that's a question that I don't have an answer to right now. It's something that Doug and I are working on. Yeah, congrats on 1 million. Thank you so much. Do collabs where you mod Scarlet and Violet and play challenges? I don't think that's a good fit for my audience. And also, after what happens like with Point Crow, I definitely don't want to do anything to. I'm lucky in that my content doesn't require me to mod the game in any way, so I don't really want to. I don't feel the need to take that risk, you know. Darkspawn's potential, it's mid, maybe potential, but not very good. It's a Pokemon that will mostly win by catching, like, by beating opponents who don't know how to play against it. It doesn't really have, like, it's too reliant on its partners, and it's, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not super on board with Darkspawn. Like, it's a really great ability, but I'm not super on board with it. Excuse me. How often you curse off camera? It depends who I'm with. I would say I'm probably at least average, if not above average. Are you doing another day in the life of Dragovich video? No. Can we get another Blunder x Wolfey collab? I would love to. I got a collab with Blunder and Joey Moore. I just, like, I'm so busy, especially being out of town every weekend. Oh man, chat's moving too fast for me. Mark, thank you for the $5 dono. Gen 1 actually is held up against power creep really good. You can definitely, like, there were definitely, I got to number 1 in the world with Red's team, which was what, Lapras, Pikachu, 3 starters, Snorlax. Yeah, you can definitely, like, depends on the format, but like Gen 1 Pokemon get a lot of love. They're actually like some of the most overpowered. Like, you get like a lot of strong mons there. Sylveon potential. Sylveon's a good mon, especially with all these dark types. I'm not super on board with it right now, but it's like not a bad mon by any means. Do you think Alolan Nigel will be good if it comes out? I do, actually, because of the snow changes. Exclamation point Discord to join the Discord, but you need to be joined on the channel or subbed on Twitch. Oh, sorry, I'll chat's actually moving kind of fast. Why do you look like you're getting younger? Yeah, people, I don't know. I mean, I just look like me to me. Are there any content creators you'd like to collab with one day now that you're super rich and famous? I have a list. It's not a very like it's not an all-encompassing list. I would really love to work with Cutie Cinderella one day. I think she, like, I don't know if it's fair to say she's underrated because she's like super goated with the sauce, but I don't know. I feel like she's somebody who does a lot of things that are really oh boy, hang on, someone's spamming. I feel like she's someone who really, like, advances the space when it comes to content creation. Like, I feel like she's someone who's really pushing the envelope, and like I really aspire to do that within Pokemon. So yeah, I don't know, she's someone who really seems like she has her stuff together. So for someone like me, it's pretty intimidating, but I would love to work with her someday. Maybe when I have more of my stuff together. Another one is Anthony Padilla. I grew up watching Smosh. And Anthony was like definitely, that was like one of the first channels I watched. I'm sure it's not a unique story. I'm sure that for someone like Anthony, he gets it all the time. But I would love to be on his. I actually tweeted at him. I don't normally tweet at people, but I was like, I don't know. I'll give it a shot. So I tweeted at him. I think his day in, like, I spent a day with X series is really, really cool. And I would love to work with Mr. Beast at some point. I mean, I think like it's no shocker that like that's the guy, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I really admire people who have knowledge, right? And I think Mr. Beast has demonstrated a deeper understanding of YouTube than anyone else that I've seen, at least. So yeah, in terms of creators, those are some of the big ones. Daryl Eves is like someone like a behind the scenes person I would love to work with at some point. He also does like his own channel stuff, but he's mostly known for kind of his role as an advisor. Yeah. There's a lot of really great creators out there I'd love to work with. Like creators who really inspire me that I don't like ever think that I would be able to work with are like, I really like Donkey's content, probably not a surprise. And then BDG, Brian David Gilbert, like both of those creators are creators who I think are like really special and have something really unique, but I like don't have them on my list of people that I could collab with, because like just like I feel like they have a very like individualistic and specific style, and I wouldn't want to collab with somebody if I thought that I would make them worse, and I kind of feel that way about those two. Mr. Beast played competitive Pokemon before. Yeah, he actually started out. There's like some old school videos. I've had him in the pile for a while to make a video on his old Pokemon stuff, but I want to do it properly, so I haven't figured it out like how to do it yet. But yeah, it's like an idea I've had for a while. Thank you. Oh my god, 50. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you for the dono. Huge congrats. You're a huge inspiration to me as a 20-year-old teacher. The team to leap to quit this year and pursue my passion, entertainment. Any advice in terms of reaching massive goals like this? Ooh, okay. So, first advice that I would give anybody who wants to do like something that is like, you know, risky, because I had a full-time consulting job, like very stable, very like work consulting for the government, like not very risky at all. I did that for a year and a half after graduating from college/university. And what I'd recommend to anybody who's interested in this in general is the first thing is make sure that you can sustain yourself with your passion, your creativity before you quit. I'm sorry, because I know that's not helpful to your situation. That's what I did, is I waited until the point where I knew that I could support myself full-time doing it before I quit. And I think like just not having that pressure and not having that worry, I think helped me personally. That being said, it's not a luxury that everyone has, right? But for me, that was something that I recommended. I think surrounding yourself with the right people is really important. I truly believe that I am an ordinary man surrounded by extraordinary people. And that has really been kind of my secret to success. I'm surrounded by people who inspire me to be better. And people who like hold me accountable and like push me. Like, I think that my success in both VGC and content creation is that I've surrounded myself with like, I don't want to say no men, you know what I mean? Like, but the opposite of yes. I shouldn't say men. I'm surrounded by people who like challenge me and push me and don't take my word for granted, right? Like both. And I was fortunate, and then I think that I built this desire to like seek this out because of my work with VGC. Because when you're building a competitive team, if you come in and you go, hey, I think Tropius is busted, which I did at one point. I was like, Tropius is the truth. Having people who are going to be like, yeah, man, that sounds great, is not helpful. Like, you need people who are going to be like, hey, prove it to me. Like, you need to convince me. And that kind of mentality of like, okay, like, I'm going to push back, and like, when I'm convinced, that's when you know you have a good idea, is like super helpful. We were, Doug and I, as I mentioned, we were working on kind of the future of the channel. And at one point, Justin, he had a second, he joined the call, just listened in. After a couple minutes, he goes, Doug is the worst yes man ever. And we were like, what? He was like, he doesn't say yes to anything you say. And I was like, yeah, but that's what I want. Like, I want Doug to challenge me and push back and all that. So yeah, so I think finding people who are going to push you, and also finding people who are like, who you can talk to about what you're doing and like work towards shared goals. Like, I think that's kind of what I was missing for a while in YouTube, is I had people who would like challenge me, but I didn't have people who I could go to with like any idea and be like, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? You know? And that's what John and Jack, PM7 and Purple Cliff, have really been for me, like in the last year or so, is I can go to them and be like, I have an idea, and they like are really knowledgeable in the space, and they can be like, hey, I think that's a good idea, or hey, like, I think this needs some work, but I like this element of it, right? So I think like having people who are going to challenge you, and also having people who you can just like talk to about what you're doing, is really, really important. Oh, my cousin texted me. She's so sweet. Congrats, Wolfey. You inspired me to play more competitive and helped rekindle my love for Pokemon. Thanks for all the content. Can't wait for 2 million. Thanks so much, Alex. Really appreciate that. What tips do you have for new players? Watch a ton of battles. I definitely recommend Aaron Zhang. And check out VGCguide.com. You versus Ray Rizzo best of 5 video would be sick. Yeah, in theory, yeah. In practice, it wouldn't be because like odds are Ray wouldn't take it seriously. And then like I haven't. Let me be clear. I've got no interest in playing Ray if he's not at full strength. I don't want a shallow victory. I want Ray at his like 100%, and if he's anything less, I don't want to play him. Yeah, what Patter says is exactly right. He says talking about YouTube feels great, but it's so niche that most people have no idea what you're on about. Yeah, it's like I think having YouTuber friends, if you're doing YouTube specifically, is like super helpful because like I'm really lucky in that I have, you know, friends who I work with in terms of VGC competitive Pokemon. And so I can like, and they are super supportive. I can go, hey guys, like in our serious like team building server where we do all of the work for these like building the teams for these tournaments, there's a channel for content and it's for me basically. Like I'm the only one really who posts in there about ideas. They always give feedback. Like I have like we have a long document about the future of the channel. And I sent it in there and I said, hey, what do you think? And they read through it and they gave feedback, constructive criticism. And like, that is super valuable. And these guys know Pokemon very, very well. And they know me very well. And a lot of them know my content pretty well as well. But even that, because they don't actively like work on YouTube, there's still like some stuff that they just can't comment on, right? So I think having people in your niche who are doing the same work that you're doing is really, at least for YouTube, it's really important because YouTube is a surprisingly lonely job. I don't know if people realize this, but like it is really easy to feel isolated because even though, you know, like you're bringing entertainment to so many people, it's not a two-way mirror. You know what I mean? Like it's like you're not seeing that impact a lot of the time. It's part of the reason I really like going to tournaments and meeting people is because it gives me faces, right? Like it's not just a million subscribers. I was at a wedding yesterday and I met 4 people who came up to me. It wasn't a huge wedding, probably 80 people. 4 people came up to me and was like, hey man, I love your content. And like having faces to put to, you know, numbers is really helpful. So yeah, I think I got a little on a tangent. Do you think everyone will ever copy Ray with a 3 Worlds title to where Ray comes back for a 4th? I think if someone wins 2, Ray will come back. Ray isn't a very serious guy, in all honesty. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like he's always joking around. Like Ray was kind of like one of the original trolls in VGC. I feel like the trolling culture has kind of fallen off in VGC, but back in the day, it was just a bunch of trolls trying to troll each other. And Ray was kind of the king when it came to trolling. Ray was kind of the king. And so a lot of the stuff that Ray said, I like kind of take with a grain of salt. You know, like it's part of the reason why there's a running meme that's like, no, you didn't tell me, Doug. That's dope. Like there's a running meme that like every year Ray's like, I'm coming out of retirement, and every year he doesn't come out of retirement. This has been going on since 2014. But and you know, it's like it's a running joke, but like that's kind of, you know, like Ray will say a lot of stuff, but I don't believe, he's kind of like I'll believe it when I see it kind of guy, you know what I mean? But the one thing that Ray told me that I think he may have been serious about, and even then I'm not sure, I was like, I asked him, I was like, Ray, can you be serious with me for a second? Are you actually ever going to come out of retirement? And he kind of thought about it for a second, and he said, all right, if somebody ever wins Worlds twice, I'll come out. Like I'll come back. I'll make sure that they don't ever challenge my title. I'll come back if somebody wins Worlds twice to stop a three-peat, to make sure that I still hold that title. So yeah. Do you feel any pressure with your content to expand the brand of Pokemon and its competitive format to a broader audience? Or is there more incentive to satisfy your current fan base? The former for sure. I mean, I didn't really do it on, I don't know if that's fair to say. I didn't like do it on purpose. Oh, that's awesome, Dylan. I'm glad you're I'm glad you're financially not worried. And good luck with your endeavors. I've kind of become the face of competitive Pokemon, the face of VGC. And you know, I feel a lot of responsibility with that, right? It's for a while I would have said it was Aaron Zhang. And it's only kind of recently that I kind of feel like I've taken up the mantle, but the way in which the way that I do it is different than the way that Aaron does it, which is that I am reaching a very broad audience. And when people like, there are a lot of people who only know VGC and competitive Pokemon because of me. And so it's it's a lot of responsibility, right? Like everything that I do, every match that I have, every game that I play, every team that I build, everything that I say, I feel like I'm representing a community and a community that I care about. And it's also interesting because I've kind of distanced myself from the VGC community in the last couple of years. There was an incident a couple of years ago. I really didn't feel like super welcome. And so I like built some distance between myself and the community. And yet somehow even though I don't interact with like the hardcore community very much, I found myself the face of it, in some ways. And so, yeah, it's a lot of responsibility. And it's also kind of hard because like, I don't really have an example to go on, right? Like I'm kind of figuring this out as I go. Like, um, I don't know. Like I don't know of any other communities that have been in this kind of like in a similar position. I think you have something like Ludwig for Smash, but I think it's a little different because Smash kind of was a little, I would say, like more established in the kind of common, I don't want to say vernacular, but common consciousness in a sense. You know what I mean? And the discrepancy between number one and number two, like, is a lot less big. Like, you have Hungrybox and Mango, and like, in terms of like content creators, and like, that's just for Melee, of course, as well, right? Like, there's also Ultimate creators. So thanks very much for the 4 months, Joshua. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel a lot of responsibility, and I wouldn't say that I worry actively about like doing a good job, but I do feel a lot of pressure, responsibility. Like I'm kind of the one setting the ceiling, setting the bar right now. And so yeah, it's just I don't want to take it lightly is all I'm trying to say. Can you check out my team? No. Have you read any of the Pokemon manga? Nah, I haven't. I don't watch the anime. And I don't read the manga either. I'm not really a big manga guy in general. But I have more recently been reading. I've been reading Blue Lock, Chihaya Furu. I read Jujutsu Kaisen every week. I don't like it at all. I really don't like the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, but I do read it every week. Yeah. Do you think Ursa Luna will be overpowered when it comes to Scarlet and Violet? It depends on what else is legal, but that mon is broken for sure. That mon is super broken. That was an Urshifu in Gen 9, so I'm not looking forward to it. I'm really not looking forward to it. Just found the video of Marcus eating muesli. That's one of my favorite videos of all time. Some of my favorite videos that I've made are not very popular. Like the Trick Eject one is decently popular, but the apples one is really good. God, the apples one is so good. The one where we win without any EVs or IVs is so good. Like that moment. Yeah. I'm not really interested in Radical Red. I think it's a good game. I just don't like Nuzlocking in general that much, in all honesty. Like I really like the specific planning aspect of Emerald Kaizo. Yeah. Chainsaw Man, haven't interacted with it. Do you hate Fissure? Yeah, I mean, yes. No, I don't hate Fissure. Hate is a strong word. I think Fissure is stupid. I think Fissure is super stupid, honestly. It's just like not competitive. It's not interesting. It's not like good game design. You have to respect it. I intend to respect Fissure with all future teams, but I think it's like not. I don't think it does anything good for the game. And I think it also like is really bad for the player base in general. I don't know if I'm not gonna make a video on Infinite Fusion. Sorry, I don't think that the demand is there for my audience. I'm doing some big stuff, y'all. I'm not messing around. I'm doing some big videos. The goal is to do one Omega video a month, like gym level videos a month, which is a lot. So I'm just being really intentional with what kind of content I choose and don't choose to make. What's next for you and your content after this milestone? So I don't know how far we're gonna go. You know, Luke, thank you for the 6 months. Really appreciate it. I don't know how far the channel, you know, like competitive Pokemon, the idea of a competitive Pokemon channel hitting 1 million subscribers was genuinely unthinkable. Like, I don't know if for anyone who's been around for a while, like it was like, I didn't think it could be done personally. So I don't know where the channel goes next, or like, well, that's not true. Actually, I do know exactly where the channel goes next, but I don't know what the ceiling is, you know? But I intend to find it. I intend to push it. So yeah. How's the IRL Elite Four going? Kind of on pause at the moment. Need more battling videos? Yeah, I don't know. Any more bonus wolf videos coming in the future? If I have something to talk about, I'll make a video on it. Wishing the new Zelda game? No. Sylveon's still viable, yeah. Pokemon Unite viewer games. I'm really being intentional with my time right now, and I basically like here. Maybe this is thanks so much, Tony. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Aaron's the best. My goal right now is to not upload a video that gets less than half of my subscriber count. I don't want to upload any videos that get less than my subscriber count, and ideally, every video I upload, I want to get 1 million views or more. That's the goal I've set for myself. It's a difficult goal. On top of that, I have never had a video get 3 million views. So in 2023, I want a video to get 3 million views. Those are my main channel goals at the moment. So when you're asking about like things that I will or won't do, keep in mind that that's kind of the angle we're going with. And if I'm spending time on something, obviously this is an exception because I wanted to kind of celebrate and talk to y'all. It's to celebrate 1 million. I thought that was important, but like, yeah, like when I'm thinking about future things that I will do, like someone asked about Unite viewer games, someone asked about, the Fusion game. Like if it's not advancing me towards one of those goals, then I am probably not going to do that. Why 3 million views? My most video has less than 2.5 million. So I want a video that like can get 3 million. And then after that, I'll aim for 3.5. And after that, I'll go for 4. How hard is it to edit new vids matching your raising standards? I don't know. Ask my editors. But to be honest, I don't actually think the editing is holding us back at all. The main issue is actually me with my scripting and my pacing and stuff. But the editing is great. Most of the issues come with my ability to like create, like it's mostly my scripts that are holding back the videos more, well, among other things. But the scripts are like, if I could fix only the scripting or the editing, I would 100% fix the scripting. Is the editing is good enough to get us there. I have no doubts about that. It's it's not like the technical aspects that are, well, I guess it depends how you define technical, but whatever, you know what I'm saying. Any idea for that 3 million view video? Yeah, I actually think that is Doug still here? Doug, what do you think? The video that we're doing, not this week, but the next one in New York, I think that's a 5 million view idea if pulled off properly. I think it could be a 10 million view idea. I think it's like, that's like an Omega Turbo. You all are like, what video is he talking about? Well, I know when it's out. You'll know when it's out. You will 100% know. It's going to blow your minds. Yeah, we have some really cool ideas right now. And I think it's like, for me, it's really important to push the ceiling of what is possible. I always think the editing could be better as the editor. That's fair. But I mean, the editing is the editing is good enough to get us there. Like of course we can always be better, but yeah. How long does it take on average to produce a video like the ones from the championships? Scripting is really hard for those. It's really, really hard for those. And then the editing takes a while as well because my poor editor and whoever's helping him out have to recreate every battle. And like, hey, you missed a hypnosis, replay the whole battle. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I think it was like 20 hours alone just to get the footage just to get the recreations, not even counting the editing. That's how long it took, I think, just to get the footage that we needed for that video. So it takes a long time. Why don't you use Pokemon Showdown for some videos? Because the quality is really important to me and I'm not willing to sacrifice on that. I'd rather have a video that looks nicer and takes longer than like sacrifice that. Yeah, it's actually a nightmare. And if you look closely, you'll notice sometimes things are like slightly off. Like, oh my god, people were tilting me so hard in the last video. People were like, lol, Wolf said this attack did under half and it actually did a little bit over. Math much? And it's like, I was talking about what happened in the actual battle. You What do you think when Miraidon becomes legal? It's gonna be stupid. You recreating the footage? Not me per se. My poor editor and someone will always help him out with that as well. So shout outs to the helpers as well. Oh, there were so many times where I wanted Dragovich in team building. I miss it so much. Yeah, being on stream is a huge help because we don't actually have to recreate those. Bradley, thanks for the 10. Is that euro? Pounds? I don't know. Thank you so much. Sorry, I've had this awful cough. I really think that Graph II is really underexplored. Yeah, it's a cool attack, but like the thing is that they just added 4 broken dark types and you can't like doodle on those. I don't know. It's like got some issues. What do you think about Choice Man Sarah Ledge? Bad. Appreciate you, Lorcy. Hope you're doing well, man. Really appreciate you. Congrats on qualifying for Worlds. You qualified, right? That's amazing. Favorite regulation so far? I like Reg A. Reg B is good too. Reg C is kind of, I don't know. I'm not super Reg C pilled yet, but I'll get there. Would you ever do a draft league tourney like your own one? Yeah, so I really like draft league. I think it's really really good. Like I think it's really fun to play. I don't think that the way that draft league content existed on the channel in the past would work now. I do think that like maybe could exist on Bonus Wolf, like kind of the 1 battle per week stuff, like, but I don't have time for that. I would definitely love to do something with like do a big draft league video at some point. I think that'd be really interesting. Are you qualified for Worlds yet? Yeah, but I'm going for Worlds Day 2. Thought on the series versus regulation. It's just a naming change. It's stupid, but whatever. I mean, it's not stupid. It was confusing before. I don't like. It's annoying having to change it, but I don't really care. Do you think Showdown is a good place to get better, or in-game ladder is better practice? You want to use both, ideally. I tend to over-index on Showdown, and that's actually a weakness of mine. Should high-level play be more accessible? Yeah, I mean, we always want more accessibility. The game isn't super inaccessible now, but like, I assume you're talking about the time it takes to get teams. Yeah, like, I mean, it would be great if that took less time. It's like, I don't know. I think a lot of the arguments around the discussion are pretty bad, in all honesty. Like, I think it's a lot of bad faith actors, so I'm not really interested in engaging with it right now. But like, yeah, like, I don't think anyone would argue against more accessibility being better. Well, some people would, but not nobody with any brains. Can I get to X #1 in the world continue series continue in the future? That's a TBD. We have one coming out that we actually have all the footage for. Some of you may have watched it live. It's getting rank 1 with Wonder Trade. We succeeded in that challenge. So that's a video that will come at some point. But I don't know what my new audience likes. I don't know if my new audience will be interested in that. So it's gonna depend. I like doing those challenges. But I am mostly interested in how they perform when interest in the games is down a little bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, there'll be more podcasts on Bonus Wolf. Can I just take a quick poll? Would you like? Can you press like 7 if you're somebody who like if we put Pokemon Perspectives on Patreon for like $5 a month, would you, like, assuming let's say we do 1 to 2 episodes per month, is that something that you would actually subscribe to? I'm not gonna like, you know, I don't know if it's gonna happen either way, but I'm just kind of curious so I can go to Aaron and say like, hey, I think that people would do this, or hey, I don't think so. Press 7 if you would, press 2 if you wouldn't. Okay, seems like a fair few people. I'm sure not everyone who types would actually pay $5, but yeah, seems like a fair few people. Oh, that's a lot of 7s in the chat. All right, cool. I'll tell you to Aaron and Pedro. Oh yeah, we could also add. That's a good point. Doug says we could also add the sub-server access if you subscribe to Patreon. Yeah, to be clear, like I don't ever want anyone giving me money if you can't. If it's not a good financial decision. Well, maybe good is the wrong word, but if it negatively impacts you financially as well, in any way, yeah, please don't give me any money. I don't want it in that context. Think about Terrameta Alecki. I don't know. I could be bad. Alecki's very strong. Oh, that's true, Bobby. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we might still make it available anyway publicly. Like, I don't know. I'm really getting ahead of myself. I haven't even talked to Aaron yet. 7. Thanks very much, Golden. Appreciate that. Would you ever collab with singles YouTubers like Pokegame or Frieza? I've worked with Joey a couple times. Yeah. I have to like. I'm just being very like defensive over my time right now because it's very limited. Oh, actually, while you guys are here, so the video I intended to film this week, since you're asking about battling content, Can you let me know if you like it or not? Like, just like any thoughts? The title will be something like, I bought a competitive team on eBay, and I'm gonna go to eBay, buy one of those like obviously hacked, like terribly constructed teams, and play some games with it and see how it feels. Not a super long video by any means, but I think it could be interesting. CMV, thanks for joining the channel. I think I missed a dono. Who is this? Arlen, poison gas and never allows us. Sounds like a fun gimmick, if nothing else. Yeah, I don't think it would be super good, but you could probably get some people off guard with it. I assume you mean corrosion. How do you manage your time with how much you have on your plate? It's hard, and I drop the ball sometimes, but I just try to be really intentional about planning as much as I can. Okay, people seem to like the idea. Yeah, I intend to film it this week. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I drop the ball sometimes. I try my best to be on top of my stuff. I try to, like, it depends on how busy I am. When I was really busy, I was really good about scheduling things in advance and figuring out what had to do when. Like, during Scarlet and Violet, I had, like, a spreadsheet. Like a complicated spreadsheet that had exactly when I had to start each video in order to have it ready by the due date. How long do you think you'll stream for? I don't know. I'm getting kind of hungry, so not that long. I don't know. Maybe like but I'm having fun. As long as I'm having fun, I'll probably hang out. Like this, it's just chill, right? Like maybe I could always order food. What do you do to relax? I watch YouTube videos a lot of the time. Play games sometimes. I forget. Spend time with friends. I need to get back into running. I've been really bad about exercising, like super, super bad. I went on a run for the first time in like maybe a year this last week. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard for me to, it's hard when it's not in your schedule. You know what I mean? When it's not in your, like, I don't especially like exercising, to be honest. I like know that I should, and I feel good after, but I don't like doing it. And so it can be hard to build motivation, especially when you're tired after working. So, yeah. Have you seen the leaks for new DLC mons? I don't really like talking about leaks in here, if it's honest. I try to avoid them if possible. I did not watch Attack on Titan. Do Dragovish cosplay part 2? I have the helmet in my closet, but it barely fits my head. It's really painful. Can Stantler be good? Maybe when it gets Eviolite, but probably not. It would have to be like, you could, like, I could use it for a gimmick team. It would be like Trick Room Stantler with skill swap with Defiant King Gambit. Like Trick Room skill swap. I don't know. Helping Hand. I don't know what. I don't know. Is it even Psychic type? I forget. I think it is. Ooh, IKEA shelf. I think this is Wayfair, but yeah, maybe it's IKEA. I forget. Congrats, Wolf. Your videos have been the soundtrack to my PhD. Well deserved W. Looking forward to seeing more in the future. Congratulations and good luck on your PhD. Where the Dragovish? Not saying that out loud. Kern? I'm not saying that. Share the Dragovish costume? It's like, I don't know. It's in there. I don't want to go in there. Closet's kind of messy. What's your favorite gen? I like Gens 5, 4, and 3 the best. Gen 5 will always have a special place in my heart, but like I really like Emerald a lot. Maybe I just have Stockholm Syndrome from Emerald Kaizo. That's 6'3" UIC, bro. Wait, Stantler did? Thanks very much for the dono, Snoodle. Thank you very much for the kind words. Imagine we get Theory and Ruin Legend forums. I don't think we will. I think they learned their lesson from Landorus. Trust Copium. What do you think about Eviolite Bisharp? King Gambit is just so good and can hold an item that, like, I don't think it's very good. Not that it's not good on its own, but, like, you should never use it over Gambit, probably. Not never, but you need a really good reason. Isn't Islet good in the minute? It's not being used very much, but it's a broken mon. Like, it should be good in some way. Skill swap Stantler and Defiant Ape. That's heat. I'm Stantler pilled. I believe it. I created this account to sub. Thanks very much. Now you can also type in chat. In your opinion, what's the best way to fix resistance? So, I mean, okay, listen. I think that, like, it's a tricky question to answer. I think that, like, one thing you should do is have same CP. I think same CP for, like, placement is probably good. Like, at the very least, making it so that like you can't go top 32 with like 11-3. That's a good first step. What I would like to do is just add an extra round, like, or sorry, not, I don't know if adding an extra round fixes it. I would like to do a all X3s cut personally. It adds an extra round to top cut. But the round should go faster because it's not all of like the day 2 field. It's only like, it was maximum 18, maybe 20 people. So you've got 9 rounds tops. Yeah, and then just play from top 16 from there. I think that that's the fairest way. I think resistance is super stupid and you should just be playing based on resistance. Like, especially because resistance doesn't include day 1, which like, I don't know, dog. Like, I don't know. I think you shouldn't be relying on resistance. It's really just a question of time though. Like if there are time constraints, can you afford it? Like, I think it's a better system to just have it so all X3s make top cut personally. Are we doing something special for today? No, we're just hanging out. What do you think about electric? He is strong. Do you mean electros? Should be auto DQ if you reach a certain amount of losses in the beginning. No, people should be able to play even if they're losing. What the heck? You don't have to, you can go to a tournament and have fun even if you don't win many games. What the heck? No, we should not be auto DQ'd if you're not winning. What the heck? That's awful. Imagine you go super, you travel, like you fly, you go there, you lose like 3 rounds, and like, okay, you're done. You don't get a chance to play anymore. I don't know. I think that's, yeah, no. We should not DQ people for losing. We don't need to be turbo elitist. Only the good can play. I think it's great when people come to me, they're like, hey, I went 3-6. I'm like, that's awesome, dog. Like you tried something. Like a lot of times they're like, this is my first tournament, I went 3-6, and I'm like, that's great. This is hard. This game is really hard. Like really hard. Like super hard. Like you can't be expected to win even if you're super good, right? Like even if you're the best, you can't expect to win every battle. So I don't know. Like showing up and like giving it your all and trying it out and going, I don't know, 2-7, 3-6, 1-8. I don't like, good for you. You did something hard. Here's a question about bravery, chat. Here's a question about bravery. Not braviary, but bravery, okay? Who's braver? The person who feels no fear and does the thing, or the person who feels a lot of fear and does it anyway? Because I think the answer is number 2. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, like, yeah, like let's say I'm like super scared of spiders and my friend Billy's not scared of spiders at all, right? If Billy kills 5 spiders and I kill 1, we don't have to kill spiders. If Billy takes 5 spiders outside and I take 1 spider outside, who was braver? I don't know. That's a question that I think you need to ask yourselves. So I don't know. I think it's like the person who shows up knowing they probably won't do super well. What the heck is wrong with my mic? I think it's good. I think I'm proud of them. That's what I gotta say. For me, I just like that fun on my matches. Yeah. Also, there's lots of reasons to play without being the goal of winning. You know what I mean? Anyway, the reason I was thinking about bravery is because I was watching the Mario movie and I was like, you know, Luigi's portrayed as a coward, but he does all this stuff despite being afraid. Isn't he braver than Mario, who isn't really afraid at all? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, it got me thinking about the nature of bravery. Is it possible to put VGC on a resume? I put it on mine, but I'm not applying for anything anymore. Now I'm top dog at Wolf Corp, baby. Do you think it's possible to fix single 6v6? I can fix it for myself if I don't play, baby. No, I don't think so. Like, either the game is... Oh no, Joey's here. Joey, you joined at such a bad time. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, terrible timing. Basically, 6v6 singles on cart. Like, let's say Pokemon took down Showdown. The problem is either it's too defensive and boring and you, like, punish defensive plays. Yeah, like too, like, or like there's no, like, basically either it's too defensive and the game isn't fun because it's too defensive, or you fix it by making it too offensive, but then it's just like, okay, whoever like sets up and sweeps wins. I think it's okay on Showdown because turns go so quickly, right? But like, that's not actual 6v6 Pokemon, you know? Like, I don't know. I think on card 6v6, like, you really need to have people gentlemen to agree to play in a way that, like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Do you disagree, Joey? Like 6v6 on cart. I think you need to gentle person agree to just like not play lame, right? But if like, I feel like you still just end up a sweeper city. You know what I mean? I could be wrong though. I'm not an expert on it, but I'm just saying. I feel like on cart 6v6 with the animations taking as long as they do, like how do you not? I don't know. You think sport should be 100% accurate? Yeah, I don't mind sport. I think it's probably better than if it actually misses because people would still use it if it's like 85% accurate, and then it's just worse. At one point, did you feel like you made it on YouTube? 100K. We use that in Gen 4 5 in chats, so yeah, I agree. Okay. Yeah. I think Showdown is a really good way of playing 6v6 singles because you can like it's faster, but like unless Pokemon like Pokemon, there's no way to play Pokemon faster, you know? Like even doubles games take a while. Like I had a game go to time at my last tournament, right? Granted, it's because I chose to take it to time, but that's not the point, you know? I chose to play lane win games, baby. Yeah, so I don't know. I could be. I'm not set in stone on it. What does your audience demographic look like? It's about about 75% of you are between the ages of 18 and 26, 24. We have it written down somewhere. You mostly men. About half US, a little under half US. I forget the rest. Yeah, I really try to be like an inclusive and like diverse creator, but like I still have like 90% men, which is okay. I think yeah. Well, our rounds are 1 hour long, but it's because it's 2 out of 3, Joey. Yeah, I think formats where you can potentially like it's like I feel like to make 6v6 singles work on cart, you need oh yeah, a lot of you are older than 24 as well. Like it's or maybe it's 18 to 26, 28. I don't remember. A lot of people are like when I meet people, it feels like a lot of people are older, like my age or older, and I'm 27. Where's the world's trophy, dude? It's on top of the bookshelf, the trophy case. Yeah, I think also like gaming in general tends to be a male dominated space. But I'm doing what I can. I don't know. I don't feel like my content is super broy or anything. I'm trying to I really try to be inclusive, but it's just I don't know. Like the numbers, they're not helping. Am I toxic? Am I toxic male? No. Am I toxic gamer male? It's doomed. Thanks very much, Candy. I appreciate it, dog. I always like when I meet parents with their kids. That's always super cute. It's like, hey, I want you with my child. And I'm like, yes. That's cute. I like it. I really love the idea of like parents bonding over Pokemon with their kids. I don't know. I think it's super sweet. Yeah, I guess it's at least I feel like my whole audience is gay, so that's at least inclusive. Minder, thank you very much for the $20. Thank you for the kind words too. Really appreciate that. Do you think Eviolite Dunsparce will actually be viable, especially since they can work protective hypergel? No, but don't tell Doug. Open team sheet is so nice, dog. I can never go back. I hope they never do closed team sheet again. Open like after playing open team sheet, closed team sheet feels like so frustrating. When I'm playing the IC, I was omega tilted. I was turbo ultra omega tilted. It sucks so much. Closed team sheet is so dumb. It's like, oh, didn't know I had this move. Bye bye. Game over. Thanks for playing. See you next time. See it like game over. The fact that I came up playing best of 1 closed team sheet is insane to me. I can't go back. I literally can't go back. Thanks very much for the dono. I really appreciate that. What's your favorite Pokemon? I don't really have one. I like Executor. I like Chikorita. Please help me run to the next international. Yeah, I better go to one. I'm going to the one in Ohio. It's lit. Good luck at your regional, W3. Thanks very much, Maximilian. Appreciate it. Executive stream if he gets added into the DLC. I always try it whenever it's legal. I always try it. It doesn't normally work though. Gal in the chat here. Content is very approachable to all ages and demographics. I've been using your vid to teach my friends competitive. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Were you positive on open team missions initially? Yeah, I was. I was like, I'm not trying to play Terra type roulette over here. Oh, you randomly have Terra normal? Bye-bye. Game over. Any tips for an Espeon main? I wouldn't think about VGC in terms of... I would make sure you know what your goals are. If your goals are to win, that's different than if your goals are to have fun. Zamsire, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Love your animations. They're really fun. You ever played Gen 1 OU? No. Look at me. Do I look like I played Gen 1 OU? No. No, I didn't play Gen 1 OU. I didn't play Gen 1, kid. Okay? I didn't play Gen 1 Omega U. Okay? All right? Gen 1. I started playing in Gen 3. That's when I started playing. Do you think Palance is the new chalk? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Paul Chu is just go-to with the sauce. I think Palance is a really good standard archetype, and I think that like the players who are using it are able to like outplay their opponents, but I think that like it's not as oppressive as chalk by any means. I think it's totally different. Like, yeah. I think it's a team that has a lot of tools and is able to like change the way that it plays a lot because the Pokemon are so flexible. And so I think that like players are able to really play it in their own personal styles and have different like ways of maneuvering with it. And it's definitely a strong team, but I don't think it's anything like chalk. Is Fluttermane the new Landorus? No. It's not. When are they gonna add Donkey Kong to Pokemon? Hopefully soon. Toby, thank you so much for the 3 months. Really appreciate it. What's your favorite non-Pokemon game? I've been playing a lot of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I'm not gonna lie to you. I bought a GameCube just so I could play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I'm trying to get all the emblems. Do you wear wigs? No, I do not. Palance is like Rinya's son? No! Stop it. It's its own thing. Stop comparing it. Which game you played in VGC was the most memorable fun for you? You mean like which generation? I like Gen 5 the best. Gen 8 was really good though. I think it's hard to say because Gen 8 kind of got messed up by the pandemic, but I think Gen 8 had a case to be better. But 2022 kind of blew. I'm not gonna lie to you. 2022 was not good. I didn't like that format. Thanks very much for the donut, Lucario. Could Phalanx ever be viable? Yeah, I used it with M&J TV. Throwback to when I made a big collab with M&J TV and I called him Man J. I had to come into my chat and be like, hey, and I was like, you know the emoji? Wait, are there emojis in this game? Wait, I gotta find it. Hang on. Grimace? Is that what it's called? Grimace. Oh, that was typing. Wait, hang on. Search emoji. Wait, does Grimace only have one M? This face. This is what I want. Hang on. This is the one. That's the one. I went like that. It was me. You think which one's fine? Wait, the chat. Wait, hang on. Now wait, how do I? Why is the chat so small? Wait, I think I broke it. Wait, how do I make the chat go smaller? Wait, no. Stop. The chat is too small. Wait, what did I gotta refresh. Hang on. Don't say anything for a second. How do I do this? Moderation activity is now hidden. Got it. Okay. It's M and J. Like Michael and Jekyll, I think it stands for. What's your favorite color? Gray. Would you shave your head? To the right price. I'm going bald. It doesn't look that way because like my hair hasn't realized it yet, but I know. I'm going bald, trust. I thought I'd be going bald already, but I haven't, but it's gonna happen, trust. Feet reveal for 1 million subs? No. Yeah, see, Joey, I saved you. I saved you. Because I didn't know. I didn't know, and I got blasted. I got caught by Sauron's eye. I didn't know. He was very nice about it. He was like, hey man, just wanted to let you know, like, it's not how you pronounce it. But I felt so bad. I was so dumb. Think Iron Moth has any chance? I think it's kind of lit. Flutterman is good. Yeah, I don't know if it should be as popular. I don't have a receding hairline, but I'm balding. Trust. My hair just hasn't figured it out yet, but I know. I can tell. Did I dragonfly fall out of place because of Fluttermane? Yeah. In part. Fluttermane, bundle, hands. Lots of good ones that kind of messed up. Hydreigon. Is Bonus Wolf proud of you, Wolfey? I don't know. I would assume so. It's hard. Do you ever think about that? You're like, what would my past? Because Bonus Wolf is kind of like old me. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like, what would past Wolf think about me? Melee Ganon stream. Where's Zane? I think Zane. I don't have Melee on this computer, and it's always a pain to set up. I want to play Melee with Zane. Hero Chows or Dark Chows? I don't have either right now because I haven't had that much time to play. When preparing for an event much, do you consider teams that you don't think will have a good day 2 conversion rate will be well represented in day 1? I guess your screens and early reg B. I try to make sure that I have tools against everything. If that makes sense. So if I think that I might play against a team, like I want to make sure that like it's not like a bad matchup, you know, or like at least that I have tools. Any plans for Bonus Wolf? Not at the moment. We're really focusing on. I didn't say anything about it publicly, but you all can know. We're like main channel's about to main channel's about to skyrocket. We are attempting some like very, 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 very ambitious projects, like very, very, very very ambitious projects, and so like we got to figure those out and make sure that those are all schmoving before I can focus on stuff like the secret channel or Bonus Wolf or anything. I played TCG for many years. I don't really like trading card games though, because like I know it's like just a skill issue, but like I didn't like when you dead drew and then just lost. Like I played TCG for like 7 years before I played VGC. I played from when I was like in 2nd grade to like 9th grade. Wolf, I'm a trans gal. You're super inclusive and wholesome, and I love your channel. Don't trust the statistics. I'm a guy for YouTube. That's true. I don't have any demographics on my trans viewers. So yeah, thank you for the kind words and thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. More ambitious than the IRL gym. This video makes the IRL gym look like I just made this video makes the IRL gym look like old school Wolf with no editing. That's what it makes it look like. We're talking about 2 videos that are omega videos, like turbo ultra videos. Okay, trust. Favorite food? The stew. What's your opinion on removing turn-based Pokemon from the mainline games to make a separate game that's solely focused on competitive battles? I don't understand the question. Could you give us some hints at things coming up? You better be sitting down, okay? That's my hint. You better be sitting. That's not really a hint, but you better be ready. My hint is that when you hear, so there's 2 things that we're working on. Well, there's 4 things that we're working on, but okay, hang on, wait. There's 3 types of things that we're working on, okay? The first thing, how much can I say? This is the one where when I tell people about this idea, they're like, that's not possible. Like you can't do that. It is not possible. Okay. That's the advice. That's the hint on the first thing. Second thing, I'm going to need to hire, we are going to need to hire or find a team of very talented animators and graphics artists. And then the third thing, no hints. You play Cookie Run Kingdom? Do I look like I play look at me in the come here, look me in the eyes. Do I look like I play Cookie Run Kingdom to you? Answer your own question, huh? Can you share the package you got today? Oh, I could. No hints. No, I'm not gonna share it. Thanks very much, Nikki. I appreciate that. Pepsi or Coke? I don't drink either. I can't have any caffeine. I got insomnia. Okay, I'm trying to go nappy. Until they make real life Among Us, I'm not drinking any caffeine. I'm not telling you anymore. I'm not giving you any more hints. Do I look like I play Cookie League Runner, Cookie Cutter? What is it called? Don't say yes to that. You are lying to me. You look like a cookie clicker guy to me. You're lying. I'm a Lost Ruins of Arnok player on Board Game Arena, okay? And I keep losing because people are really good. It's just really annoying. I don't know how. They always beat me. They always get so many points from cards at the end of the game. I don't know how they do it. Do you play old school RuneScape? No. I played Neopets. Does that help? Do you wear wigs? No, I do not. What's your beverage of choice? I drink a lot of water. This gamer's hydrated. And you should be too. And that's why today's stream is sponsored by water. Go drink some. Seriously. You're probably dehydrated. You're a gamer, aren't you? Look at you. Oh my God. Go get some water. We'll take a break. Everyone go get some water. I know you're dehydrated. You probably have a headache too, don't you? Go get some water. It's good for you to stretch your legs too. Go get some water. What's your favorite year of VGC? 2012, baby. 2012 is good. I forget the rest. That's hard. 2019 would have been good. 2021 would have been good. Any underrated mons that you think should be more well known in the current competitive scene? Yeah, I forgot them though. We doing anything today? We're doing this. We're just Bing chilling. Have you been playing TFT? I'm in TFT jail. TFT ruined my life because here's the problem. TFT ruined my life because Mort Dog was, so here's what you gotta know, okay? Mort Dog worked at Pokemon, right? For a while. And they said, Mort, we got this problem. And he said, what's up, guys? He worked at Pokemon, like Big Pikachu, okay? They said, Mort, we got a problem. And then he said, what? And there was like this guy, his name is Wolf, and he's just like really good at this game. And like, I don't know, like he just keeps winning and like, we don't like him very much. We got to get rid of him. And Mort said, all right, I understand. And then they were like, Mort, you have to leave this company, okay? Like they can't know that you're actually working for us. And he said, okay. They're like, you're going to go to Riot. You're going to make a game. And the game is going to be so good that he's going to get addicted to it, okay? And he was like, all right. And he's going to get addicted and he's going to be really bad at Pokemon. Okay? So Mort left and he created Teamfight Tactics. He was given to him in a dream from Pikachu himself. And he made Teamfight Tactics and he made the game too good. And then during the pandemic, my evil friends who were paid off by Pokemon were like, hey, we think you'd really like this game. And I was like, I trust you guys. You wouldn't do me any harm. And then I got super addicted because Mort made the game too good, okay? He made the game too freaking good. And I got addicted. And I always was play TFT all the time. And I tried to stream, but I wasn't good enough to be a streamer at it. So nobody watched. So then my whole life was bad. And then I went to my friend Aaron. I said, Aaron, my life is bad. I played too much TFT. And he said, give me your password. And I said, no, you'll never take my password. And then I gave him my password. And now he won't give it back to me. And that's what happened. And now I can't play TFT anymore. Smoge. I try to trick Aaron into giving me my password back. Sometimes I'll give him a quiz and like the 5th question will be my TFT password. Sometimes I beg. That doesn't work very well. He gave me a character when I won Orlando Regionals, but it was a Japanese character. And it wasn't very helpful. I don't know how to do anything with that. Play Super Auto Pets? I love Super Auto Pets. I just got the hedgehog. Oh, no, wait. With the porcupine. I just got the porcupine. It's kind of hard. It feels like it should be better, but it's really hard because how do you get it so much HP? I don't know. Just make a new account? No, I'm trying not. I couldn't. It's not that I can't get around the problem. It's that I don't want to. I'm finally free. Now I have 1 million subscribers. You know what I didn't have when I was playing TFT? 1 million subscribers. Riddle me that, Batman. TFT is a strategy. It's an auto chess style game called Teamfight Tactics. That's made by Riot, the makers of League of Legends, that feature League of Legends characters, and it's very well designed by Mort Dog, the creator. Favorite childhood game? Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Baby. Deer bus strat? Yeah, I need to get 3-star bus. Not deer, but bus. Agent Wolf, when are you hitting 10 million subscribers? I'm not an agent, brother. 10 million? I don't know if it's happening. Where do you think I'm actually getting, folks? I think I can get 2 million. Trust. I think I could do it. Trust. Because we're doing some big videos. That's how you know I'm not messing around. I just drank some water and my headache instantly went away. Thank you, Wolf. Happy to help. Anytime, soldier. Chess or checks? What is checks? I like chess though. Wristwatch check. This is what I'm wearing. I thought this was like classy. This is my classy watch. And then I have, this is my everyday one. I like this one. And then I haven't actually, I need to get this one adjusted, but I like this one. It's like chunky. It's like big and chunky. You know what I mean? 5 mil? No, I think you have 1.5 mil by December. I hope to have 1.35 mil by end of year. That's the goal. When are you going to play chess on stream? No one wants to watch me play chess on stream. Azun, thank you very much for the sub and for the kind words. Thank you. Emerald Kaiser is fun. I miss it. I kind of, every once in a while, I get the itch. What do you think about Prime? What the heck is Prime? The drink? I have not had time to try Pokemon chess. Is there a Discord? Exclamation point Discord. But you need to be joined on the channel or subbed on Twitch. Have you ever played Xenoblade Chronicles? No. $1.35 is a very low goal. That's 350,000 subscribers. Hello? Can we get some perspective here? 350,000 subscribers. That's a lot. That's a lot of subscribers. And it's already mid-April. That's not a lot. Okay. All right, tough guy. 350,000 is a ton. Don't lose perspective here. That's like an additional third of what I currently have. Oh my God. Who's winning Worlds if not you? Aaron Trailer, baby. But it's going to be me because 2023 is for Wolves. Just kidding. I'm winning next year. 2023 is a wash. But 2024, that one's mine. How do you get back up when you're down? With some help from my friends. A bit of a deeper question. After hitting 1 million, would you say you have any regrets about becoming a YouTuber full-time? Absolutely not. I haven't had any regrets for a while. It was definitely the right choice for me. Exponential growth, baby. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. I tried to set a reasonable goal. Are you popping off? That's a you question. I don't know. Am I? I'm about to be. If this video goes well, if the one we're filming in New York goes well, we are turbo chilling. We are omega chilling. We are going to have to travel. This is a video where if it goes well, I'm going to have to travel the world to make more. Ever think about that? Huh? Wolf, will you marry me? No, I don't even know you. Absolutely not. I'm marrying any of you. Josh, thanks for joining the channel. Would you ever sell one of your Pokemon trophies? No. Those are mine. Get your own. You can do a Soul Link eventually? Yeah, probably soon, actually. But it'll probably be on John's channel. Are those statistics about 95% of your viewers not being subscribed accurate? No, I make them up every time. I think we're about 50%. Yeah, I totally make those up. Swadloon? No, but Swadloon's making an appearance in the video. Play that much. Wolfey Reg C BO3, please? No! Wait, you gotta do your Japanese lesson. We're going. Wait, have you booked flights? Because we gotta do some filming in Japan, I realized. And if you booked flights out, then I gotta figure that out. Where would you like the next LAIC to take place? I've never been to LAIC, so I got nothing. I don't think that the quality of my videos is that affected by 1080p versus 1440 versus 4000. I think if my videos are gonna get better, it's not gonna be because of that kind of quality. I'm not playing Cookie Run Kingdom. No. I'm planning on using a Typhlogion on a tournament. What do you think? It's not competitively legal in the formats that I play, so good luck. Are you attending NAIC? Yeah, I better. That's my only chance at Worlds Day 2 because I didn't attend the other 2 ICs. Oh, wait, when do you leave? Can you DM me when you're leaving Japan? Because I might need to find someone to be a Japanese camera person. I'm balding too. You should check out propensity. I'm not actually balding. Don't believe me. Look at all my hair. Look at my hairline. This is what it's supposed to look like. Freeze, I had a question. How did you make the decision to go full-time YouTuber? I finished grad school this year. I'm thinking of going full-time. It was hard, to be honest. It was a really hard decision. I asked a lot of people in my life for advice. I made sure that I could support myself full time before I did it, which I assume you're at. And my original plan, my original plan was 6 months. I'm gonna quit my job. I was looking for a new job anyway. I was super unhappy. I actually there's a chance that I wouldn't have become a full-time YouTuber because I got to the final stage of an application process at a different company. And I really liked them. I really liked their culture, and I didn't get it. And I was super bummed because I was like, this is my ticket out. Like, I really don't like the company I'm at. I'm moving to this new company, but I didn't get the job. And so I was like, shoot, what am I going to do? And then I was like, YouTube's kind of blowing up. Like, I kind of want to give it my all for a couple months. I only plan on doing YouTube full time for 6 months. That was the deal I made with myself. I was like, 6 months full-time YouTube, back to the working world. That's my plan. But I quit in last day of February 2020, and within 2 weeks we were on full lockdown, so the plan changed. But yeah, I mean, I would say like really really give it a lot of like thought. Ask the people in your life whose opinion you value. Think about like conditions for yourself. Like for me, one of the things that like allowed me to keep doing YouTube full time was I made a backup plan where I was like, okay, if YouTube, like, because the thing about doing YouTube full time that's scary isn't the right now, it's the long-term plan, right? Like, what if I don't want to do this in 10 years, right? What if Pokemon disappears? What if YouTube gets shut down, right? It feels like a lot more volatile of an industry. So for me, I was like, okay, well, I need to have a backup plan in case everything goes to the word I want to say. And so I thought about it, and I said, okay, like, well, let's say YouTube goes really badly. I'll go to grad school. I'll become a teacher. There's always a demand for teachers. I think I would enjoy it. I think it'd be really challenging. I think being a teacher is very, very difficult, especially in the US. But I think I would find it fulfilling. I could like coach track. And I think I could live a good life, right? Like, and so, with that plan in mind, I focused a lot on like making sure that I live like a really sustainable lifestyle. And like, I don't have a lot of expensive things. Like my most, what's like expensive habit is that I order delivery like once a week. That's where I splurge. Okay. Like that's when I was like, okay, I'm a big baller. I'll order takeout once a week. I'll order delivery. So, yeah, so I don't know. Like I wanted to make sure that I was like saving money because like if things do go badly, like I don't want to get up, stuck without a plan. So yeah, I mean, I think that like just give it a lot of thought. Don't do a decision recklessly. Ask people in your life whose opinion you value for advice, and then yeah, like maybe have a backup plan. That's what I did at least. I don't think there's one size fits all answer to the question, but that's what I did. Yeah, I would probably be a math teacher in high school. Didn't you see yourself making videos in other competitive games like TFT, for example? The problem is that y'all wouldn't watch it. Not you guys specifically, but the audience wouldn't watch it. I don't want to just be kind of locked into doing Pokemon content, but it's like I would need to be really, really smart about how I would need to be a lot smarter to figure out how to make non-Pokemon content that people watch. Thoughts on theater? It's great. Yeah, I think it's very important to society. We could play Yokai Watch. Probably not. Not without a good reason to. Do you wear wigs? Thanks very much, Freezeye. What'd you run in track? I was a 400 and a 4x4 runner. My PR was just below 50 seconds. I threw up after every race. I said, bleh. And then I threw up. Thanks very much for the donut, Alexander. Give your best crisp pronunciation of hat. Oh wait, how is it actually pronounced? Is it actually Hatterini? Because that feels wrong. Hattataren. Thanks very much, language simp. Appreciate it. Pokemon champion versus ChatGPT. ChatGPT doesn't even know about Gen 9. I'd be like, how do you use Espathra? And it would say, what's Espathra? Have you seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie? I saw it on Thursday. I like when he said, yippee! Wahoo! Do you plan to play League of Zelda? Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? I don't have time. I'm working, y'all. I don't have time. It looks like a great game. Can you backflip? Do I look like I can backflip to you? Remember that back pain? I don't know about that. Yeah, I was fast. I was fast. Now I'm slow. I'm just in this chair. Let's maybe not do some casual racism in the chat. That's a warning from me. Do you scout out new Pokemon streamers? What do you think I am? Wait, what? Do you think I'm like a what? Oh, scout them for what? What am I gonna do? No. What do you mean scout them? I'm not building a team here. I mean, I'm building a team, but not that kind of team. No, I don't do that. Occasionally, I'll see somebody who I think is really talented. Like that's how I found one of my script writers. And I was like, this guy's really good. He made a really good video. And I reached out, and then I said, hey, can I pay you to write some scripts? And he said, okay. Can we see the microwave? This camera's stationary. If it unplugs from the wall, you ain't seeing anything. The microwave's not coming in here, so no. Wolf Content House? Yeah, that sounds fun. Doesn't that live with a bunch of other content creators? Congrats on 1 million. Do you think is viable Graphio slaking with the legendary Pokemon available? I wouldn't want to use it. You didn't come to Europe, I see. Yeah, I was bummed that I wasn't there, but I had a great time at the wedding, so I don't regret it. I like, here's the thing about me is I shouldn't say always, but whenever I can, I'm going to prioritize people over Pokemon. Your camera's attached to the wall? Well, it's not attached to the wall, but it's plugged into the wall, and it needs the power. Yeah, it's plugged in. What do you want me to do? It's plugged in. I've never been to Brazil. Do you have legs? Yeah. Who has won the most world championships? Ray Rizzo. 2010, 2011, 2012. Thoughts on bread? Chest. The coolest Pokemon merch you own? I don't really own any Pokemon merch. I like Jack's merch, though. It's cool. What item do I bring to NIST for you to sign? That's up to you. Congrats on your wedding. Thanks. Ever heard of batteries? But then it would die, and then I had to replace them. It's just plugged into the wall. Do you see yourself winning world champs this year? Yeah, duh. I'm gonna win this year. I'm definitely winning next year. I don't know what happens this year. Next year for sure, though. Thanks very much, AAA. Yeah, I mean, these are my good friends. I don't, you know. I'm going to the wedding. I had a great time. It was awesome. Be honest. Do you think this makes me look like a magician? I gotta be honest. Can you tell me really? This is a bracelet. Okay, this is my arm. It's pretty hairy. I don't want to hear any comments about the hair. It's not my fault. I was born this way. I'm basically a monkey. Anyway, does this make me look like a magician? This is a magician. Here's the other side. Do you think this makes me look like a magician? You gotta tell me. Is it giving magician core? Who knows? Anyone know about magicians? Please tell me. David Han, thank you for the 10 gift subs. It's a magic trick. Haha. 10 gift subs appear. If I donate $1, will you let me win worlds next year? No. No? Oh, it's lit. Let's go. Okay, people say I don't look like a magician. Looks like you pull rabbits out of the hat. You were born with hairy arms? Yeah, actually. Well, okay, it's greener in person. It just doesn't look very... Okay, well, now, okay, well, you didn't make it any better. Now I'm mad. Are you in the Milwaukee Regional? I think, tragically, I am not. It's just not a good decision for me. I'm not, like, in order to get any points, I would need to basically get top 8 or better. And even though I love Milwaukee, like, I've been traveling a lot. I can use the... If I can... Like, by traveling less, I can also have more time to film things. Oh, wait. I don't know. Do you ever feel... Do you fail evil when you use Parasong teams? Not in a bad way. Like, not in a bad way. Only in a good way. You know, there's good evil and bad evil. Thanks very much, Monate. Appreciate that. Thanks very much for the kind words. I can't do a magic trick. Do you prefer using the Joy-Con to the Pro Controller? I prefer using my GameCube controller, but it's developed Joy-Con drift. My GameCube controller has Joy-Con drift. Ever think about that one? It sucks. I gotta buy a new GameCube controller. I have 2 GameCube controllers. They banned one because it has Dracovish on it. That is not a joke. They literally told me not to use it. Told me I wasn't allowed to use it because it has Dracovish on it. My bad. Not in the game, I guess. And then my other one is Joy-Con drift. Now I got 0. I have 2 and I have 0. Ever think about that? You play Fortnite? I was really bad at Fortnite. I played for a while. When we use Parastrap again? I don't know. Who knows? Are you Wolf Glick? Either that or something that's very confusing. Oh, chat's popping off. Do you wear wigs? No, I do not. Do you like Call of Dragons? No. Congrats on 100 subs. When Chris Pratt plays you in a movie in 2026, is you an Italian or an English accent? I am not Italian. I want to be your Tatsugiri. Don't know how to respond to that. Do you wish you had more legs? I got plenty of legs. I got long legs. And they're strong too. I got strong legs. Rest of me, not so strong. Legs, I could definitely crush a watermelon with my legs. 1v1 me in a Pokemon battle right now. I don't know if you all know that this isn't original. We get a lot of comments like this. The answer is always no. Is Wolf Glicky your real name? If you spell it right, it is. Thanks very much for the congratulations. Best VGC player that hasn't won Worlds? I think Marcus or Trailer. That's my picks. What do you think about the current meta? It's tough. I think RT went 5-4, which is very good for his first event. What Pokemon you voiced in a Pokemon movie? Probably Colossal. What's on the top left shelf? That one? These? That's okay. The middle one is winning medal for winning nationals. That's medal for winning regionals, I think, and that's top 4 regionals, I think. I don't know, something like it. Would you do influencer boxing? I got bad wrists, y'all. I got bad wrists. I was at this wedding though, and I kept going up to my friends and like grabbing them on the shoulder and looking them dead in the eyes and being like, "I got bad news." And they're like, what's going on, Wolf?" I go, "I might have to box." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm a YouTuber," and they like roll their eyes and laugh at me. You get medals? You got medals for... Hang on. Okay, show and tell. Hang on. So, back in the day. This is what you got. This is what I got for winning my first ever tournament. It's a medal. You see it's like... It says regional on it. It's pretty nice. Made a medal. You can see like... I don't know if you know that, but whatever. And then, then they went to those. Do you see those like kind of clear, transparent plaques? Like that's what they did for like 10 years. And then, they went to these, which is the new medal. This is what I got for winning Orlando, the most recent event I won. I don't know if you can really tell, but this medal, this part is metal, but this Pikachu is a sticker. You can like kind of tell. It's just like a. I don't want. If to focus the camera is gonna mess everything up, so you'll have to forgive me. But like. You can't see that. Basically, like, this is an actual metal. Like, I can't peel this off. If I wanted to, I could peel off the Pikachu part of this. Like, this whole part is a sticker. So this metal from 2011 is higher quality than this one from 2023. Also, the size difference. They're similar in size. My bad. Yeah, anyway. I'm kind of pissed that they give us stickers now. Because, like, what the... Like, you know what I mean? Also, I think the regional one is just way cooler than having Pikachu, you know? Like, I think it looks nice. A little Pokeball, a little classy. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I mean, they did give me a medal for winning, so I'm not super pissed. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, it's sticker. But yeah. So anyway, sorry Pikachu, don't get mad at me. I'm just telling the truth. You don't want me to talk about stickers? Don't give me a sticker. You know, should have had more sabotage me better, so I wouldn't win. Oh yeah, this I got the sticker Pikachu for winning the biggest event ever of all time. Biggest official event of all time. Sticker. Sticker. They gave me a sticker. Rate your Riz 0. I got 0 Riz. Or 100 out of 10. I don't know. Depends who you're asking. Is Ray living, working full time in Japan? Do I look like Ray? Do I look like a Ray expert? Go ask Ray. I'm not talking about Ray's life. What if he doesn't want me to say anything? What do you want your fans to act like when they represent you in public or in Twitch chat? Be cool. Most of you, I get the sense, so I've met a lot of you. My fans on the whole are very cool. Like genuinely like cool people. Like super chill. Yeah, like just be cool. You know what I mean? That's it. Just be cool. Like just like I don't know. Like yeah, I don't know, just be cool. How old are you? 41. 42. That just happened. Just be yourself. Like I don't know, you don't be like traditionally cool. You're not like my guess is that most of you aren't jocks. I wasn't a jock. I'm not saying this as a dig. My guess is that most of you aren't jocks. When I say be cool, I mean just like be yourself. You know what I mean? Don't try to be anybody else. And like just like, you know, basic stuff like don't make other people feel uncomfortable, you know? Just like, you know, easy stuff. You watch EOIC finals? I was driving. I was busy witnessing love. You were witnessing high-level Pokemon battles. I was witnessing love, and then I had to drive home. Did great for 42. I like. Guys, I'm not 42. I'm actually 64. How does adaptability work with Terra types? That's a great question. Next question. I actually have no idea. Can you do a backflip? Stop asking. No. I have some gray hairs. I got some gray hairs. You just can't see them on screen. Stream. Hello, any speakers? Will bonus wolf ever return? Yeah, but Big Wolf is doing some big planning. Okay. Big Wolf is doing has some big plans in the work. Yeah. I can't do a front. I can do any kind of flips. I can't even do a sideways flip. What age do you predict to go bald? What age am I currently? That age. 64. How's Virginia Tech? I'm curious because I just went to CFAW. That sounds like a decent enough joke to me. Anyway, I love Virginia Tech. Great school. I got beef with the administration. HRL, I didn't forget. Okay, you watching this HRL? I got beef with you. Everybody else though, good school. Like good culture. Great. Like the physical space is amazing. It's a beautiful campus. Great campus. Classes were good. Quality of stuff was good. Housing and residence life, we are beefing. I didn't forget. Okay, housing and residence life. I hold a grudge. Okay. Do you think the Ruinous Legends are necessary for season 3? No, but you should be considering them. Thanks very much, Ice Cola. Appreciate it. What's your political stance about pineapple on pizza? All right, here's the truth. Here's the truth about how I feel about things. if you aren't hurting anybody, I don't care what you do, okay? I don't care if you put pineapple on pizza. I'm not gonna put pineapple on my pizza because I don't want that, okay? Also because I'm super allergic to pineapple, all right, guys? Fine, I said it, I'm super allergic. I eat it anyway, and then my throat closes up and I say, I probably shouldn't eat any more of this. But if what you're doing doesn't hurt anybody, I don't care. I don't care what you like, as long as it's not hurtful, as long as it's not harmful, as long as it's not problematic, okay? And I mean like hurting in the general sense, right? So like maybe if you're watching something that's like, I don't know, racist, I would classify that as hurting people, even if you're not actively like, you know, participating in active racism against people. I still think that's bad, but like, I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, we got a dono. I don't know how much this is, but thanks very much for the dono. I've just followed your content recently, so started interested in competitive battles. Like, I love your content so much. Do you have a chance, like a coaching session for it? I don't have time right now, unfortunately. Unfortunately, yeah. Sorry. Do you think Pokemon is a good game? Loaded question. I do. I think it's a really good game for what it is, but I think a lot of people think that it's a different type of game that it is. I think people think that Pokemon should be like a perfect game, right? Like a game without variance, a game without RNG, and that metric is a terrible game. But I think if you want to play a game that is broken but fun, then yeah, Pokemon's a good game. Are you Jewish? I am. Natalie, thank you so much for joining the channel. I really appreciate that. How did you find out you were allergic to pineapple? So I would always eat the pineapple and I'd be like, man, pineapple's so weird. It always makes your throat close up. And then at one point I was like, oh, it's not supposed to do that. Sam, thanks for joining the channel. Would you try Pokemon Unbound on insane difficulty? I don't wanna. I'm gonna be honest, I don't wanna. How do you not get tilted after you get really unlucky? Because I believe that luck isn't a random thing. Ooh, crazy hot take here. I don't think that luck is random. All right, riddle me this, Batman. Okay, I have a team that's fully stally. I got Toxapex, I got Fortress, I got, I don't know, Chansey, I got Shuckle, okay? And I lose because my opponent hits like 3 fissures, okay? I'm playing against Ting Lu, I've got Toxic Stall stuff. They hit 3 fissures, okay? Over the course of the game. Did I get unlucky? Yes or no? College for a weekend. Oh. The answer is that maybe I got unlucky, but the truth of the matter is that like my Pokemon couldn't stop the Ting Lu from clicking fissure. I wasn't exerting any pressure, right? Like the best way to stop Ting Lu from clicking fissure is to kill it. If you get rid of Ting Lu, it can't fissure you, right? So when I get unlucky in battles, it's because like I think that people don't realize that a major skill in Pokemon is managing the luck. And there's actually 2 ways you can do this. So the player who just won EUIC, his name is Paul Chua. He's a player I have a lot of respect for. I lost to him in Fort Wayne. He was the one who actually technically eliminated me from the tournament, and he hit a fissure to win. But he didn't get lucky. Like Paul is a player I think who is he might be, honestly, Paul might be the best player in the world at making himself lucky. Like he might be the player who is the best at like taking chances. And you like, okay, so Paul is like, there's a meme where people called Rock Slide the Paul Chua fake out because it looked like he would always flinch. But Paul was willing to go for Rock Slide in positions where like he had the opportunity to use it multiple turns in a row. And if he ever got flinches, he capitalized on them super hard. So like Paul is a lucky player because he puts himself in a position to get lucky, if that makes sense. And the opposite is also true. There's lots of players who are very unlucky. And there are players who I think are actually unlucky because Aaron Zhang is super unlucky. That guy's just cursed. I don't know. I don't think that's a play issue. I think that's an Aaron Zhang issue. But yeah, when I get unlucky, I think, man, I wish that hadn't happened. I really am kind of bummed. But at the same time, if I had been better, could I have prevented that from happening? Like, could I have put myself in a position where like I didn't lose the game to a crit? Could I put myself in a position where like I didn't lose the game to a freeze or a flinch or an avoid or whatever, right? Like, yeah. So anyway, to answer your question, like I view losing to luck as a failure on my own part, either in team building or in playing, normally in team building. I can't really be that tilted about it because it's my own fault, right? Like if you lose a game to a misplay, do you feel like I feel like losing a game to a misplay is similar to losing a game to a luck. You know what I mean? Your opponent can't get lucky against you if you KO their Pokemon before they attack. You know what I mean? So like that's like, you know what I mean? Or like they can't hit you with Fissure if you have 2 Fissure immunes in the board. You know, like the crit doesn't matter if their physical attacker is burned a lot of the time. Yeah. Anyway. I like pancakes more than waffles. I never have pancakes for breakfast, but I did today to celebrate 1 million. And that's the last thing I ate because it was very filling. I was super full. Why didn't you go to UIC? I had a wedding, and I valued my friends more than the Pokemon, even though it might cost me at Worlds this year. But I don't care. If I'm not good enough to make day 2 without going to UIC, then I'm comfortable playing with day 1. Playing Stadium on Switch? I don't got time. How goes Excalibur? Good mon. I don't have any plans to play draft anytime in the future. I love New York bagels. Good for you. What kind of pancakes? I had chocolate chip. I was feeling, what's the word I want? Indulgent? I love you. You don't know me. Sorry, brother. Or sister. Or non-binary person. Or in between. Don't forget to take a break sometimes. Don't worry, I'm good at taking breaks. I took 3 weeks off. That's why there was you all probably noticed there was a month between uploads. That's because I was bing chilling and taking a break. Because I really need one. You think you'll ever face reveal? That's a joke, but you have no idea how much of not a joke that is. I wished you happy birthday on Twitter 5 years ago or so. Thanks. What's your opinion on Xenoblade 3? This is a question with very significant outcomes based on your answer. The world depends on it. I have no opinion. I've never played it, and I don't like to make opinions on things that I don't know anything about. What's the next gym you make? Potentially fighting. That's a hint. Favorite Brandon Sanderson book? I've only recently gotten into Sanderson, enjoying it a lot. I only read Mistborn and the first 3 Mistborn and then Secret History. But I'm very Brandon Sanderson pilled now. Also, I like the things that he writes that are like when he writes blog posts or whatever. I like that. Any tips on how to be successful on YouTube? A lot of learning. Can we do a Sonic Adventure 2 stream evening? I have a GameCube and no way to stream it, so no. Are you in Forbes for already under 40? Forbes, put me on. Come on, trust. I'll do it. You could have easily scored 160 to 300 points in the U, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I probably could have. I think so. I actually built a team for it, for my friends. The team that Aaron Zhang used on stream and Aaron Trailer used to get day 2 was the team that I built. Why is my main muted? If you are typing in chat and it's not showing up, I typically hide people from the channel. They say things that are like pretty bad. So you probably said something pretty bad in the past. If you're hidden on the channel, and I don't unhide people because I have enough good people in, like commenting that I don't need bad people. No offense. But I don't hide people randomly. So if you got muted, it's because you said something bad. What do you think about Koromon? I don't know what that is. Is that a Digimon? Are you financially stable? God, I hope so. Otherwise, I'm gonna be quite surprised. Do you know where your next gym will be? No, I don't know. Favorite music artist? Taylor Swift, baby. I intend to read all the Sanderson books, or at least all the Cosmere ones. Jump Love or Altaria, both dog water, but I choose Jump Love over Altaria personally. Best flavor of bagel? I like plain bagel, cream cheese, lox. Easy money. First starter was Charmander. Dungeon Sparks is funny. Would you just talk full of marbles on stream? No. Favorite Taylor album is too difficult. I like Lover. I think Lover gets a bad rap, but I think I like the classics. I don't know. I'm not going. I don't have any plans to go to a Taylor Swift concert soon. I went to one though. I went to one with Billa and Lou in Nashville Worlds 2018. Plan on hosting more invitationals? No current plans. We'll do it in the future for sure, but nothing's currently planned. I like Playmagle more than everything. It's a hot take. I'm Arbeliever-pilled. I'm an Arbeliever. Now, do I think that it's actually good? Yeah, I'm Arbeliever-pilled. You're handsome? Thank you. Why'd you choose to go vegetarian? I read a book. Do people recognize you on the street? Yes. Favorite Pokemon spin-off game? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time / Darkness. Do you like anime? I do. Yeah, I was very flattered that I won the best Pokemon video of the year. I was really happy with that. Dual Terra types? God, that'd be so bad. You know, 100 shards to change the type. Thanks very much, Patricio. I appreciate that. Rex T's okay. I don't know. I'm not super on board yet, but whatever. It's fine. Pros and cons of Taylor Swift versus Katy Perry. I'm not qualified to speak on this. I just like Taylor Swift. I haven't watched Attack on Titan. I have not. No chance. I meant for me either. Best fossil, Dracovish. What are you doing on 420? I do not smoke weed. So probably what I do every other day. Just so fast. Yeah, oh yeah, I finished the Chihayafuru manga. It's so good. I want to do a reread at some point. I hope they make more seasons. I don't really like flowers. They don't taste super good most of the time. I unfortunately won't be going to Milwaukee, nerdy, but I hope you have a great time. I love Milwaukee as a city. Favorite manga? I haven't really read enough manga. I like Chihayafuru a lot. I have a hard time picking a favorite anime. I am going to Hartford. My remaining events are Hartford, NAIC, and Worlds. Are you going to get a new Rolex? First of all, I don't have an old Rolex. Second of all, I don't have any plans on buying a Rolex. I'm sure it's nice, but I'm very happy with my Holzkern watches right now. Favorite food? The stew. Are you going to Hartford? I am. Have not played Hollow Knight. All right, a couple more minutes and then we're wrapping up, okay? Been about 2 hours. I feel like that's a good stopping point. I've been eating a lot more fish. I'm very fish pilled now. Are you going to Portland? No. Only Hartford, NAIC, and Worlds. That's it. Why do most people never win Worlds multiple times? Winning Worlds is ridiculously difficult. However difficult you think it is, I guarantee you it's harder. It is I don't think anybody, I think like very few people understand how difficult it is. Will you hire a hairstylist for your tournament appearances? No. I don't care what I look like. If it's easy, I'll care what I look like. If it's hard, I don't care. I'm not there to look pretty. I'm there to like crush some dreams. All right. I won Orlando with some of the dumbest hair I've ever had, and you know what? I felt good about that. I'm not a model. I'm a threat. How does hitting 1 million make you feel? Good. How tall are you? 6'1". Dracovish or Palavan is just tastier. I would never eat Dracovish. Can I bring a bagel and NIC? It's okay. I'm good. Thanks. Should Willis be 100% accurate for fire types? Maybe. We at least brush your hair if I feel like I brush my hair after the shower. What do you want? I'm not here to look pretty. I look how I look. It's still me. Whether I look good or I look bad, it's still me, okay? It's me. Who cares what my hair looks like? It's me, okay? I was clean. My hair was clean. It just didn't look pretty. Maybe a gym on the West Coast. I would like to do a big event in California. Do I play any mobile MOBAs? I play Super Auto Pets. Does that count? David, thank you for gifting 10 subs. Really appreciate that. When's the next time you compete? Like a month. I'm playing the IFC this weekend, but I don't think I'll make content out of it. It's like too difficult to play seriously and also make content. You're a lawn chair? What does that mean? What does that mean? What do you mean I'm a lawn chair? What do you mean? All right, y'all. I'm wrapping up. I would love to collab with Ludwig, but I don't have any good ideas, and I'm not going to bring Ludwig on if I don't have a good idea. Anyway. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support. Really appreciate y'all. Hope you enjoyed the stream. It was fun hanging out. And yeah, I will hopefully have a video up next Saturday. I'm gonna try for weekly uploads. We'll see. Big project in the works. Just throwing it out. Oh no, I'm not gonna throw that out there. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great day. Drink water. You're probably dehydrated. That's probably why you have a headache. Go drink some water. Bye bye.